GM, everybody. Yeah, today we are going to discuss the most important topic in the Web3, like the security part. A lot of users, founders, developers, all have the same victim from the security side, right? So today we have like Manhar from Liminal custody and Mikhail from Hito wallet. So yeah, I'm going to cover few interesting questions one by one. First of all, I would love to introduce like Manhar. If you can give a short, quick intro, so that would be great. Yeah, followed by Sam. Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for having me here today. So we've been at Liminal Custody. We've been building wallet infrastructure and custody for about 4 years now. We have the distinction of being India's first FIU registered custodian, and we are also trying to participate in a lot of regulatory discussions to try and understand or to create awareness about custody. Generally, we see a lot of conversations about exchanges, but when it comes to wallets and custody, there is still a long way to go. So that's what we've been doing, and we are here to sort of keep building.
Yeah, Mikhail.
Hello, guys. My name is Mikhail. I'm building Hito. And Hito means human. It's a human-friendly, self-custody hardware crypto wallet. Thank you. Thank you for hosting us.
Yeah. So, I think this question is both of you. So, this is like, we have already seen billions of dollar loss. If we are serious about securing the next trillion, which is also the topic of today, what's the single biggest weak link today, like users, wallet, custodies, smart contracts, UI, UX? What do you think?
So there can never be a single thing that's like the most important, especially when it comes to platforms, when it comes to digital assets. You've got a whole spectrum of complex operations, especially when you talk about institutions using wallets, managing their assets, moving, transferring assets, different kinds of wallets, hot wallets, cold wallets, warm wallets. So you cannot, in our understanding, it has to be a holistic view. It has to be a 360-degree view. And every aspect, from the smallest to the largest, can actually become a point of vulnerability, right? So when you're building for Web3, I think it's very important to have a complete 360-degree view, a holistic coverage of security thought processes across the board. And everything is important. I mean, you do not have the leverage to even sort of consider any aspect as less important than the other.
What do you think?
I think the main problem is users. Users itself, it's the main problem. I don't trust people. For example, when first time I was in a self-driving taxi in San Francisco, I felt myself so relaxed compared to human driver. So I trust AI, I trust bot more than human. So that's why I think we need to build solutions that help people to control their money instead of like letting other people to control our money. That's what I think.
Yeah. So like one of the following question from you only, like as I studied a little bit, like Hito wallet is wireless, right? So which removes a common attack vector, like it's like USB cable, like because you are like just escaping the main integration point. But like all of us know, like recent Bybit hack, attackers injected malicious JavaScript code into the safe UI through a compromised developer machine, causing the application to function normally except during Bybit specific transaction. How does Hito architecture protect against UI manipulation attack?
So I think simplicity beats complexity always. In a theory of invention, we have the concept of ideal final result. Ideal final result is the system which doesn't exist by itself, but performs the function. So, and For example, for Hito wallets, we have no USB connection, and it makes it more simple. And at the same time, it eliminates the main vector of power glitching attack, for example.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. So, Manhar, I think there are two famous hack, right? One is Vivit and the second is Bajirex, which everybody know, and everyone is looking for answer. One of the, I would love to get the answer from the experts directly from Mikhail and Manhar as well. So, I'm coming on so the second question is related to Bajirex hacks, basically. So, there are 230 million loss already happened, right? And I think both teams, there were no clarity in terms of what happened exactly. So how do you see what was happened just right? And the second thing, what kind of precautionary measures you implemented since then?
Sure. So unfortunately, today we have sort of divergent views on this because it's sort of gone into a legal process and there are these discussions that are happening. But as far as we're concerned, we've maintained our position, and I think we've communicated extensively on how we look at it and how we look at the incident. So I think as time goes by, we will come to a conclusion, and we will have that answer. But in the interim, what we've sort of looked at doing is we've gone. So like I said, right, it has to be. You have to take a holistic view on security. So we, not only at the platform level, at the, the engineering level, we've definitely added more security layers there. But we've also taken a step back, and even at an organization level, to give you a sense, when you talk about compliance or when you talk about risk, right, these are some very large subjects of discussion. There is not, so when you look at security and when you start thinking about that whole aspect, you realize that you need to have all sorts of risk matrices in place. You need to have frameworks in place at the platform level. While you have lot of features that you can add, lot of different companies that you can work with, you have to layer those with a lot of mindset changes. Like he said, users are a very big attack vector, right? How do you ensure that all your employees who are accessing different systems, how are they being secure? How are they always on top of security? So right from transaction simulation, blind signing protection, and there is this very interesting concept called what you see is what you sign, right? That's not prevalent in the industry. So we've gone deeper into the depth of that, and our R&D team has been developing some systems which are actually ready for enterprise-grade businesses. And they ensure that at every step of the signing process, every step of the transaction, what you sign is actually what you see, right? And then these systems have to also be built as offline systems. They cannot be online, especially when it comes to enterprises. So we've gone into the depths of not just platform security, to sort of answer your question, but also taken a holistic view and sort of looked at it like that.
You guys also building AI-powered threat intelligence kind of thing also. A lot of AI stuff coming every day. Even yesterday, Anthropic also published they are catching millions dollars bug using the using their models they recently published. So is there any scope on the institutional custody side also?
For AI-powered security?
Threat intelligence prediction and all, maybe this
so,
could be a malicious transaction and all.
So there's some very good work happening on that front, and you've got companies like Cube3, Cybers. They're doing some interesting stuff. You guys are doing some interesting stuff with QuillAI, right? So you need a lot of data in order to sort of create meaningful AI models, right? So the data is on-chain. We don't interface with a lot of on-chain data. We interface with client information and client data. So for us, direct usage of AI is probably not the best use case. But we partner with folks like Cube3, like Cybers. And then every time we send out a transaction, they go through those AI models. And then they tell us whether what is the level of threat. And we immediately inform the customers, and they can take the decisions accordingly.
Oh, yeah, nice. Yeah. So the next question is for me, Mikhail, we talk a lot about hacks, right? But for the next trillion, worrying stuff like device loss, yeah, maybe in case of death, right? How we securing the particularly user,
Yeah.
right? Because key might be stuck, right, with the wallets as well, and
Sure.
how family member can access. Because I know like institution custody is the only solution so far, but what do you think? Like, is there any alternative?
So there is, I think social recovery is going to be a big thing. And we have some examples of social recovery. We all, most of all, use iPhones, for example, and Apple does a good job on social recovery for Apple ID. But it's centralized. And another example is Jack Dorsey. He's proposing this decentralized based social media recovery. I think this is an interesting concept, and we don't have to reinvent like wheel here. We can use those systems. We can combine like decentralized concept and easier of use from Apple example here for social recovery. That's what I think.
Okay, and one also same kind of question like let's assume I just sign a web transaction.
Yeah.
Why is not there like undo your like panic button like where I can just like undo my all transaction within second before executing, yeah, before going to the blockchain.
Yeah, so the question is why transactions are irreversible and what can we do with it? So the first answer is why it's irreversible, because we are still early in crypto and we need some kind of base layer which is as simple as possible. So irreversible transactions, permissionless, etc., etc., etc. But we can build some kind of tools on top of that easily. Like, for example, my proposal here is we have ERC20, like transfer from, transfer to. And so we can augment it by providing transfer with protection code. And this concept is not new. So, for example, WebMoney, 20 years ago, they had this protection code, which you can use to protect your payment if you send it to a wrong address, for example. So I think we can build. So it has to be simple on the base layer, and so we can build some kind of next layer on top of it, so with protection code, reversible transactions, etc. It's it's in the future, and I think a lot of companies working on that.
Yeah, because this is these are like two most common pain for the users. Like in case of like loss of device, death. The second, like if they just sign a web transaction, how they can revert. So you guys are planning to integrate these features?
Yeah. We are planning on working on it, and imagine crypto is becoming bigger and bigger, and so we will see 100 trillion US dollars on chain economy, and we will see more kind of hacks and mispayments. So we will need to deal with that.
Yeah. So the next question, Manhar, for you. So, like, like recent, I think,
Are you guys tired?
sorry. So I think Madras High Court, like I was just reading the exact headlines, like they recently recognized crypto as a asset, right? So how do you see, like since then, right, how is the adoption going on? Like there are a lot of gray areas, like people are doing with the USDT or USDC, like they are getting converted, like in fiat in Dubai, maybe they are again transferring to India. Like there are a lot of I think good founders, you can say, like more than who basically have more than 1 million. Yeah, institution basically who have like basically more than 50 million, 100 million. How do you see, like, are they coming back to the like institution custody side, because at least court is recognizing in India something?
So see that ruling is a great ruling from the regulatory point of view and in the evolution of regulation in India for crypto. I think that's a great milestone, right? But what you see on ground and in terms of usage, Whether it's founders, HNIs, family offices, everyone who wants to make investments, the moment they're sizable investments, they're already researching and they're already aware of custody solutions. They're already, many of them have reached out to us asking if, if we can hold custody of their assets. It depends on the size of your holding. At a smaller level, many people, in fact, the largest majority is completely unaware. I was just discussing with Mikhail. Indians do not entirely understand the concept of custody. What is self-custody, what is managed custody, and because we've grown up buying stocks on apps like Grow, Lemon, etc., where I simply buy the stock and then I can see it on my screen. I don't care whether a CDSL, NSDL is custodying it. I don't even know what's happening in the backside. I'm happy to see it on the screen, right? So they'll buy the crypto off exchanges. They'll keep it on exchanges. Exchanges will continue to, give them the credit for that. And that's how 95% of the population, at least while I was working with exchanges, they would operate in that fashion. They did not even have the concept of actually taking the token or the asset out of the exchange. When you try to do that, there's another series of challenges in our context, right? In India, if you try to withdraw crypto. So self-custody is a sort of non-existent concept. It's a very small subset of the larger users who truly understand and appreciate what self-custody brings to the table. And this automatically comes on the size of your holding. If you have substantial holdings, then you'll automatically see the audiences, research and try and understand. Yeah.
So what do you think about FIU, right? Are they also like legalizing this institution custody and all?
So interestingly, we are the first custodian to be FIU registered. And when we got registration, which was a record time of say 7 days, it came on the back of explaining custody, self-custody, managed custody to them, and how all of these paradigms are different. They differ from each other. Once they understood it, it was very clear. And I think now you will see a lot more custodians also getting FIU registered as we move forward.
Okay. Yeah. So I think do you think if FIU recognizing institution custody, so as a user, investor, I can also park my fund with the Liminal and all?
So you can, but again, like I said, it depends on, it's a function of how much assets you hold, because there is also a feasibility challenge. Using an institutional custodian is an expensive affair. It's not something that every retail user can do, and it should make sense beyond a point. So that is there. But an FIU ratification of custody as a concept, what it will do is it will probably ask exchanges to hold their custody with third-party custodians, which is the norm that all licensing jurisdictions across the world are doing. So Avara is doing that. Indonesia had that. So 70% of your assets have to be with a third-party custodian, or whatever that threshold is as per the regulator.
Okay, makes sense here. So I think there's a lot of discussion around quantum trade, right, for the Bitcoin and Ethereum also. Like Vitalik also made a statement recently. And a lot of Bitcoin folks also talking about quantum trade, right, basically. So my question is from you, Mikhail. If quantum computing breaks ECDSA, the algorithm behind the Bitcoin and Ethereum, so maybe let's assume in next 5 years, so are the devices you are selling today bricked? Yeah, are they upgradable to post-quantum cryptography?
Good question. Yeah. So, and my answer to this post-quantum cryptography fear, which is a big topic right now, my answer is it's impossible to predict this post-quantum future, because as soon as post-quantum future will happen, we will see not only break of existing algorithms, we will see new algorithms, and imagine existing AI combined with post-quantum computers. It will invent something new, which we implement. So it's unpredictable right now. But I think we will create new tools and new algorithms on top of that. So we are secure, I think.
Do you think quantum threat is real for Bitcoin and all? They can break the algorithm?
I think it will adapt.
Would you like to add?
Yeah, so I think we have our principal scientist here at IBW. Her name is Dr. Sharmila. She's done extensive research into cryptography, and she will tell you that quantum is not a threat today, especially not something that we have to worry about at this time. So we go by whatever she says. She understands all those things very, very minutely. In fact, she has a workshop today as well. Please, anyone who's interested in understanding more about quantum can actually go and have a chat with her.
Yeah, sure. So yeah, the next question, like I think before like quantum threats is real, I'm also researching a lot on this topic, right? A lot of like discussion happening on the Bitcoin forums, right? So they are discussing how they can upgrade the algorithm basically. So let's see how it goes. I think 2028 is the deadline for the upgrade and all for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Let's see how it goes. But the next major topic in the market is also AI agent, right? You know, like AI agent gonna do like autonomously do the transaction. Like recently, X402 came, and and lot of like e-commerce site also offering where you can like your agents basically can go there, right, and buy or sell things on the behalf of you in trading as well. So I think in crypto, like as crypto provides like self custody, yeah, you can say like the funds in with the institution as well, right? But how do you see like when AI agent gonna to manage the task on the behalf of the user? So this is the question from both of you. So how do you think like you guys are going to give that space to these AI agent? How they are going to like, because they need like autonomous approvals, right? So how AI agent can work with the institution custody as well as hardware wallet?
Should I go first? Oh, what I can say, so all property is becoming cryptography. And that's not my words, that's a quote from Balaji, but bots talk to bots more than humans in the future. And we will need not only proof of humanity, but proof of delegation of humanity to bots to kind of understand if this specific bot was given delegation from you to talk to me. And I'll give you another example. My friend and advisor in my company, Herb Stevens, he's building, he was building proof of humanity protocol, and it was based on video-based proof of humanity. And he eventually decides to squeeze it down because of AI fake era is coming. So video is easy to fake. So we will need some kind of proof of humanity and proof of delegation of humanity. And we will need some devices to verify that. And I don't know, what else could I mention? Like WorldCoin, it's centralized, but they're interesting concept, scanning iris and use it as a proof of humanity. So yeah, that's my take on that. And hardware wallet can be root of trust for that future.
Okay, do you want to add anything?
So, see, in my understanding, AI agents are useful when you have like a series of repetitive tasks that you need to do, right? And they're probably today, looking at the state of AI, best left for non-financial or non-monetary kind of transactions. So I see a lot of AI agents in customer support, for example. Not that that's not important, but as compared to banking transactions or as compared to monetary transactions where value is being exchanged, it's still a lesser, riskier sort of avenue, to sort of go with AI agents. So as far as we're concerned, I don't see a lot of use cases for AI agents. Maybe in the reporting, if you have like hundreds of thousands of transactions and you've moved billions of dollars of assets through the year and you want to now, create curated reports, you just want to have an AI agent that does it for you. Maybe that's a use case that, you will see us incorporating in the next few years.
Yeah, I think we are almost over. So we are just ending up here. Thanks for joining, Manhar and Mikhail. And